Democratic socialist Melat Kiros shocked the political world with her decisive upset of Democratic Congresswoman Diana DeGette of Denver. I spoke today with Kiros about heading to Congress, where most members won't share her views, and some striking things that I heard at her victory party and in some attack ads. You clearly have the ability to organize and motivate people who think like you do. Do you have the ability to work with people who have diametrically opposite views?
Yes, absolutely. You know, some of the voters that we've brought onto our campaign to support our campaign were folks that were in opposition to us in the beginning. And again, it's about sitting down, having a conversation about what kind of a world do we want to live in? What kind of a country do we want to see? And sitting down, having that conversation about what those solutions might look like. That's what a democracy is supposed to look like. And that's what I'm really most looking forward to doing.
Last night at your victory party, you thanked Congresswoman DeGette for her service, which is something that winning politicians say even when they don't mean it. But then you also said that you appreciated what she did to build this community that welcomed your family when you immigrated here from Ethiopia. That struck me as the kind of thing that you would not say if you didn't really mean it. Why was it important for you to say that publicly?
I think it's really important because I need folks to understand that this race and the reason why I got into this was not to do with DeGette as a person, right? I have a lot of respect for her and the work that she's done. My fight is with the campaign finance system. My fight is with the corruption in our government that's preventing us from actually delivering on the policies that would support working families. And so I wanted to make sure we took that moment to, give honor to her service and the work that she's done.
There were attack ads that ran against you in this race that basically said, "You're not from here, you don't belong here." You grew up in the Denver metro area, right? Like it wasn't real subtle what those ads were saying or what they were trying to suggest to voters. I'm sure you have thick skin because you're a candidate. What did your family think about those attacks?
That was really tough for them to hear, especially because this is the city that my parents chose when we first immigrated to the country because of how vibrant it was, and they believed that it would welcome us with open arms, and it has, right? The city of Denver is a place that I call my home, and no one will be able to ever take that away from me. But to be honest, I was more upset about the implications of that ad because what about all of the Denverites that have moved from places all across the country or from places around the world as well, who've just recently called Denver their home? To me, it doesn't matter how long you've been here. It matters how long you want to stay. And that's why my commitment is to making sure that this city and our country is one that's affordable for working families and for young people and their ability to actually make a dignified life.
Melat Kiros' critics claim that she is anti-Semitic for her anti-Israel views. Democratic gubernatorial nominee Phil Weiser is the son of Holocaust survivors. Today, Kiros and Weiser both told me that they are willing to sit down privately to discuss their views on this complicated issue.